Hi everyone, and thank you for being here. Before we get started, I'll encourage you to set aside any and all distractions so that you can get comfortable. Give yourself the gift of presence for the next 10 or so minutes, a space where you can just focus on this and only this, letting go of everything and anything else. Find a spot where you can relax completely, whether that's sitting up, lying down, quiet room, a dark room, a really bright room, even outside. Meditation is a really personal practice and it looks a little bit different for everyone. Especially if you're just starting out, it might feel a little bit awkward or silly. So the important thing is to try it a couple times, maybe do some different things and find what works for you. Because the goal is to free our mind of thoughts so that we can focus on ourselves inside. Because working on ourselves internally is just as important as working on ourselves externally. So again, find a spot where you can relax completely, remove any distractions so you can be comfortable, and follow along if you like, or just fall in and focus on your breathing. The choice is yours. I'm glad you're here. Let's get started. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another morning meditation. Morning meditations are a little bit different than our normal meditations just because they help us set our intention for the day and are meant to be a little bit more rejuvenating or awakening than a traditional meditation, or as some of my colleagues would call it, nap time. So go ahead, make sure you're comfortable, whether you're lying or seated, whatever works for you, so that we can sink into our breathing and talk today about mindfulness. What does it really mean? So start to just focus on your breath and let your body relax. Let it kind of fall into the space that it's in. Now if you've just woken up or you're still just kind of in a sleepy state, it shouldn't take a lot to get relaxed quickly. So let gravity do its work. Let it pull you toward the ground, toward the earth. Resist the temptation to touch your face, arms, itches, tickles, anything you might feel. Just let it pass. It will. And recenter on your breathing. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Maybe another. Chest rises and it falls. What is mindfulness? It's what we're doing right now, right? Yes, taking time to be mindful with ourselves, to focus on our mind and use our mind in ways that we sometimes take for granted. But there are ways to incorporate mindfulness into your day that you might not even realize, and it starts with our morning routine. For me, I get out of bed, I hit snooze, I brush my teeth, I make a cup of coffee, I finish my coffee, I put the cup in the dishwasher, and I walk out the door. Every morning, without fail, those couple of things fall into my routine. But what would happen if I was intentionally more mindful in each of those tasks? What if when I woke up, I took a moment to really open my eyes and take in everything around me? The hue of light on the walls, how bright it is outside, what the weather is like, the way the light hits my ceiling, or the shadows the blinds cast. Just taking a moment more to be aware of my space before getting out of bed. What if when I walk to the bathroom, turn on the lights and look in the mirror, or avoid looking in the mirror, I took a moment to focus on myself and say one thing I'm proud of, or one thing I'm focused on, or one thing I know about myself to take with me into the day. What if I took time while I was brushing my teeth to remind myself how important it is to keep ourselves healthy, to do what we need to do to keep our bodies as healthy as they can be for as long as we possibly can, reminding myself of the purpose of my morning routine. What if when I made my cup of coffee, I took an extra minute to just smell it as it brews, appreciate how that smell fills my entire house and makes my entire house smell like a really good morning? What if before I took that first sip, I let the steam from the cup fall over my face and appreciated the ability to feel that? Taking a moment to be grateful for all the senses that we have in this really incredible body, in our really incredible life. If we could find time to take those moments that become so automatic and be a bit more mindful about them or with them, it might make our day feel a little bit more meaningful and bring our attention to the things that we have, that we take for granted, that we really do appreciate when we take the time to think about it. Go ahead and think about maybe your morning routine, maybe just one thing that you do without even thinking about it during the day. And think about a way that you could use your senses or slow your pace to just be a little bit more mindful with that today or tomorrow or every day. What does that look like in your life? Stick with that picture. Continue your breathing. And let's just focus on that for a couple of minutes. Now, as you're thinking of these things, if your senses kick in and you notice a sound or a distraction or something else pulls you away, just return to your thought. Center yourself in that one thing that you can apply a little bit more mindfulness to, and return to your breathing. As you're thinking through what this looks like for you, start to shift your attention to your breathing, taking that intention with you as you bring awareness back to your physical body, feeling that sense of touch as you start to wiggle your fingers or toes. Maybe shifting the head side to side, bringing awareness back into your space of your physical being. Now take your time. There's no rush here, so start to shift the body side to side or pull the knees in and rock back and forth, whatever feels good, without the pressure to move quickly, being mindful to reawaken one part of your body at a time. As your whole body comes back into your awareness, make your way to a comfortable and seated position, letting your breath lengthen your body from tailbone to crown of head, sitting tall and proud with that new sense of mindfulness and intention to carry with you to your day. One more breath here. And exhale with that clear picture of what you're going to do differently today, tomorrow, or every day going forward. Thank you so much for being here with me this morning, and I hope your day is as wonderful as that last 10 minutes and the meditation that we just had together. See you next time.